In this video we're going to use the sine rule to find the value of a missing angle in a triangle that is not a right angled triangle. So the first thing we need to do is to remember the sine rule, and we're going to use the version of the sine rule that is used to find angles, and this is sine of the angle A over the length A equals sine of the angle B over the length B. Now in this triangle we don't have our angles labelled as A, B and C, we have them labelled as E, F and G, but rather than relabelling them we're going to think about what the sine rule actually says. It says that sine of the angle over the opposite side is equal to sine of another angle over the opposite side to that angle. So if we're interested in finding angle E, that's angle E here, we need to be thinking about the small e, which is the side opposite, which in this case is 10 meters. And we know angle F, so we're interested in the side opposite that, which is this one at the top, which is 20 meters. So using that information, we have sine of angle E over the length opposite angle E, which is 10, is equal to sine of 78 over the length opposite the 78, which is 20. We now want to get the 10 off the bottom of this fraction, so we have the E by itself, which gives us sine E is equal to sine 78 divided by 20, and all of that is multiplied by 10. When we put that into our calculator, we get a value for sine E of 0.489, and it continues on. But that's an answer for sine E, not an answer for E. To get a value for E, we then have to do the inverse of sine, which on your calculator is usually the shift button and then the sine key. And then in the brackets we put the answer we just got, ideally using the answer key on our calculator. And when we press the equals sign, we get a value of 29.28 degrees to 2 decimal places. And that's how we use the sine rule to find angles.